Welcome back, everyone, to our gameplay series of Pure Farming 2018. And I am a little bit extra excited for today's video. I'm always excited to play the games with you guys and share all of the fun in the gameplay that we come across. But today I'm a little bit extra excited above normal because we're going to be headed to Japan. So we've been talking about going to a different map and trying some things out for several videos now. I've been throwing the idea out there, and it's finally time. There are several reasons, but one of the reasons is we now have roughly $150,000 in the bank, and we're about to get a little bit more because, as you can see behind me, we've got the tractor trailer truck, and we are about to load up all of the wheat that we have and get that sold. And once we get that sold, then we can have even more money. So we're going to head over to Japan and we're going to start working over there. Now, I haven't been over there other than to just briefly take a look at the map. So I haven't bought anything, haven't tested anything. So there's a whole lot of unknowns that I have about traveling to that map and how it's going to work. Here's what I do know. There are cherry orchards over there, I believe 3 of them. And then there are some fields where we have one option, and that is to plant rice. Rice takes a lot of water, so these fields are underwater, and that is going to be exciting for me because I haven't done that before. So I have no idea how it's going to work. I don't know what all kind of equipment we're going to need. I do know we're going to need a specialized harvester for it and planter, but how it all works, I have no idea. So I am extra excited today about getting going. So let's go ahead and load up this wheat because we want all the money that we can get for our trip over there. Again, I have not added up. I've not done the math to see how much money exactly we're going to need, but we're going to head over there and we're going to start out with the orchards. And then over time, we'll get into the fields and we'll start doing the rice and we'll do all sorts of stuff as quickly as we can, which brings me to another point related to the money aspect. And of course, I've talked to you guys about, this game without any additional AI assistance is getting pretty time intensive for me. There's a lot of things I do off camera that take, anywhere from an hour to 2 hours a day in some cases to get that done. And I just can't afford anymore to spend that kind of time off camera. Now, if I was spending that amount of time on camera with you guys, hey, that would be perfectly fine with me. But that's not really where we are. So what I have decided to do is I am going to stop working the orchards here on the Montana map. I did go ahead and spray them this time, so we're going to get one more cycle out of them. But I have decided not to continue working those or the greenhouses. Again, I'm going to continue working them a little bit longer because we still have some fertilizer and water in there, so they will continue on for a brief amount of time. But beyond that, I don't plan on working them. So I do need a way to replace some of that income. And so what I plan on doing, particularly once we get up and going in Japan, I'm going to start using some money that we take in to purchase some of the renewable energy. So the solar panels that we see, and of course our wind turbines there. That's what I plan on doing. It won't replace all of the income because greenhouses are great sources of income every day because you'll be dealing with them multiple times each day. And it is a great source of income along with, of course, the orchards, which have been the backbone of our money-making project so far for our farm. So there's no way that I'm going to replace those without going through the manual labor associated and just spending the time associated with those. So I'm going to be picking up some solar panels and things, but not right now because we need our money for Japan. And right now I have no idea exactly how much money we're going to need. It's going to be a lot, and we're certainly not going to have enough to do it all right now. Whoa, look out. Do not like the handling of this truck. It is so quick, but it is fast. Wherever you're going, you may not get there in one piece, but boy, you can get there quickly. All right, there we go. I think we're in the clear now. I don't think there's anything else that we're going to hit that we're going to necessarily have to worry too much about. But of course, we're going to continue to work our fields here on this map. We're not leaving this map. We're simply going to trade out some of the work that I've been doing on greenhouses and orchards. We're going to trade that out for some different orchards on a different map, and of course some new fields on a new map. So I'm pretty excited about that. I have no idea about the profitability of the cherry orchards or the rice. I have zero idea on that, and I have purposefully not looked into it because I want to be surprised by it. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be awful. I have no idea whatsoever. All right, so that gets us up to $169,000, and so we're ready to actually move across the map. But before we can do that, we need to talk about one piece of equipment that I do plan on taking with us, and that is our sprayer. So we've got our little Landini tractor here, which has been an absolute monster for us in doing all the work that we need it to do. And then we've got the sprayer. And of course, we're going to be purchasing orchards, so we're going to need a sprayer. And so I think I'm just going to go ahead and take this with us in order to have at least some starting point. And again, I'm not going to need it on this map any longer since I won't be working these orchards, at least for now. We can always change our mind and come back to them at a later date because, quite frankly, we can't sell these even if we wanted to. So I am first going to need to come in because in order to, if we take a look at the travel, so we're going to go under, normally where we go under notifications, instead we're going to go to travel, and if we choose Japan, $1,200. Now we're going to walk right over here to this stern looking gentleman, and he's going to give it to us a little bit cheaper, but I have to decide which machines I'm going to transfer. So you could do this every time. You could transfer everything that you've got that would be needed there, but I don't want to do that. Again, I want to buy the equipment. That's part of the fun for me. So I know we're going to need our Landini tractor, but I don't know the name of our sprayer. And I don't think it's going to be listed down in here that I am aware of to make it easy. That actually might be it right there, but I can't remember. So I'm going to go into the store, and I think it's under other. There we go. So we've got the XL SAD. So what is the other one? Maybe under cultivating. Yeah, I guess it is. The other huge sprayer. What is it called? Yeah, that's the XL. Okay, so we want the XL SAD. That's the one we want. And then, of course, as far as tractors go, we still got this free tractor that we can use right here, the special edition, but I don't plan on using it on the other map. But we are going to be taking with us our Landini. Again, this is not a money thing. This is a, we might as well take it with us because we don't need it thing. Okay, so let's go back. And under travel. All right, so we're not actually going to be choosing anything, but I need to know where it's at. So there's our Landini. And try not to miss anything. SAD. Okay, so that's it right there. And it gives us the coordinates of where it's located. These should match up. And they do. Okay, so now let's actually walk over to our guide. So there's multiple options. We're here at the Logistics Center. If you're not familiar with where that is, it's on the northern part of the map. Okay, here is one of our orchards, and of course there's our wind turbine. There is cow barn number 2, so that gives you an idea of where we are in contrast to those. And there are spots over here. You can see the flags for the different countries where you can export different, I think it's all just for food that you can export to the different countries. We're actually going to go in and talk to the guy here. Press F for travel. Again, he always looks so mad, even when he's selling us new equipment or travel or whatever it is. Just always looks mad at us. And again, try to make sure I don't get the right or the wrong one. SAD. There we go. So we're going to choose these two. We can actually choose a couple of others because we're going to need some other equipment, but I think that's enough for now. So we're going to need, there we go, $1,600, and let's head to Japan. All right, here we are in Japan. So we are here in the Logistics Center for Japan. There you can see our our equipment that made it with us. Actually, it looks like we lost our balance on the front of the tractor. Okay, no mind there. That doesn't mean anything to us. So we're not going to worry about that. You can see there's plenty of room here to bring lots of equipment. But before we get into the equipment, let's actually head out onto the map. And we see we see a person walking around. And yeah, we need a little help on those animations. All right, so automatically I see our first shed. Over to our left, we've got fuel. We've got some mountains over here. Oh, I see an orchard over there. So let's go ahead and pull up our map and see exactly what we're dealing with. Scroll all the way out, and you can see this is nowhere near the size of Montana, nowhere near the number of fields, orchards, and all that sort of thing. So I see to our right, actually straight ahead from where we're facing right now, there's one orchard. I see a second, and then finally a third orchard. I see a few different water areas. I see a cluster of fields over here to what would be behind us right now, and then another field down at the bottom. So it looks like we automatically own a shed down at... Yes, we actually already own that. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so if we just wanted to start there, it looks like they're trying to set up a starter area for us with a starter field and then a starter orchard. So this cherry orchard is what? $30,900. All right, so we can definitely afford that, and we've got the equipment to spray it. Then here we've got a rice warehouse. What else do we have around here? That's eggs, water. Ooh, okay, I like that a lot. Water is right there. There's a car wash. There's a place to do routine maintenance. What is this? Is this our home? Do we have a house here where we can actually sleep through the night and everything? Okay, that's awesome. I see greenhouses. What is this? This is a cherry market. Okay, so that's where we can sell cherries. So it doesn't look like that's going to be very far to get to. What about here? Okay, that's a food market. Looks like we can sell cherries there, as well as some of the other things that we would grow in the greenhouses. What is this? It's a warehouse, a storage. So automatically, oh, we've got a person over here that looks like they're going to try to climb this mountain. No, thank you. All right, so we've got a couple of easy locations, it would appear, to sell the cherries from the orchard. And then what about rice? So that's a cherry market. That's a rice market. Okay, so the markets, we see it looks like silos are going to be what those are. Right next to it. All right, not bad. Not bad. All right, why don't we go ahead and get started? One other question I have. Where do we buy equipment on this map? Is that this? Trade Center, yes. All right, so yeah, I like this bottom right-hand corner. It looks like this is set up for us perfectly. We got a little home here. We've got car wash. We got everything we need here. So this is where we're going to go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and come back out of that. We need to hop in our tractor, hook up our sprayer, and we're going to head over to that area. So for our purposes right now, I am not going to be fast traveling over there. I actually want to drive over there because I want to see a little bit of the map along the way. All right, let's see if I can figure out where we are here. So for me, in some ways, this kind of feels like starting the game over. All of these maps are connected, and I love that, particularly when modding becomes more of a thing, which it's not really right now. There are some mods, but they're very basic, and there's not a whole lot they can do with them at this particular point. So once that becomes a much bigger thing, the idea of being able to connect maps together under the same game save is pretty awesome to me. All right, I'm going to need a marker here. Where in the world am I going? So it looks like if we just head left and follow this road, we'll be fine. I'm actually going to go ahead and mark where we're actually going. And we're going to see how big. There you can see the fields are actually underwater. Looks like a thin layer of water that they're under. Oh, look out. There is that another field right there? Yes, it is. Awesome. Yeah, this is definitely something different than what we've seen to this point. All right, there is the market we saw for the food. And now we are about to go over the bridge. You've probably seen this bridge in some of the promos, some of the pictures that have been out there for the game. All right, there is a shed. Wait a minute, this is our shed. Yes, this is our shed. Okay, and I see a field, and lo and behold, right over there, I see an orchard. Okay, that's where we're headed. So, whoops, we need to actually, let's see, how are we going to do this? How are we going to get, I see the rice right here, the rice pallet, and then there's our fertilizer. So I'm going to hop through here and fill up our fertilizer tank. Okay, and now I am going to try, there's the automatic car wash there. We don't need that right now. Well, actually, we could probably use it, but okay, there's our water storage. Again, we've seen this stuff on the mini map, but now, oh, we got another zombie walking around over here. Is he wearing any clothes? Yeah, okay, he's got clothes on. I was concerned there for a second. And there's our smaller field. Okay, I like it. I like it. Let's head over and see this. So the orchard looks like has the same functions, the same basic idea. At least I'm thinking, because I see the crate over there, the wooden box where we're going to pick up the cherries. I see a water tank over there, which means that, of course, we're going to need to purchase a water tank. So let's go ahead and start out by spending some of this money. Let's go ahead and buy the cherry orchard. And so it says spray. So yes, let's spray. These trees are in the orchard are obviously a little bit different than the ones we're used to. So let's go ahead and get started spraying. So it looks like this is going to work the same as what we're used to. That's good, because I got a feeling that the fields are going to be completely different for us. Okay, let's hit. So yeah, we've got smaller rows here, but more trees overall, it looks like. And given the price we paid, about $30,000 for it, this is a smaller orchard compared to the other two that we saw on the map. But this is, I think, really good to give us the ability to start out. I mean, we're just getting started here, so... Oop, come back here. Yeah, I'm going to have to get used to how small these rows are and how little space there is between them. All right, also we'll have to see if, I mean, are these going to be 3 days like the orchards that we see in Montana, or what? Let's see how much the developers have decided. Let's just leave this thing going. I get myself in trouble when I turn it off and start going faster, so we'll just leave it on. Yeah, we'll have to see if they've decided to keep the game mechanics the same, basically, for all of the orchards on all the maps, or if they have altered any of the mechanics for the different countries. We'll see. I'm excited to see. Alright, so spraying doesn't take very long at all, but these, like I said, these are small rows that we're dealing with not very much room in between them. Alright, we'll make sure we don't fall over in the water. That would be bad. Okay, so we'll start out small. We got plenty of money to get what we need, I think, to get us going. Alright, let's go ahead and get this guy set over here kind of out of the way. Now we need to pull up this map. Alright, we need to go to the trade center. And let's go ahead and put our marker over there. Looks like I need to head right back up through there. Okay, I think we can do that. As long as we can work a maze through these buildings. Can we get through there? Alright, well, we can see the market right over there. Just trying not to run over this guy walking. I'm gonna leave him alone. Well, there's another person walking. There's more people in Japan I've seen walking around than I think we've ever seen on the Montana map. Now, I must admit, I am not terribly enamored with some of that. Some of these, that kind of looks like some bad procedural generation to me. The rest of the map, though, looks good. I'm enjoying that. So no issues there. All right, let's head back across this bridge. And so this is the market. Okay. All right. I see. Oh, there's our same guy. So he made the journey over with us just to make sure we were taken care of. So that's very caring of him. I appreciate him doing that for us. All right, so let's head in and buy some machines. So what we really need is we need a tractor that can pull. So are we going to use the same equipment? I really think I guess that's the best idea. Again, I don't know what type of volume we're going to get for cherries. Do I need one of these bigger trailers? The good news is they really don't cost all that much. Let's see. Tractor, medium tractor can pull it. That's what we're using now on the other map. Let's see. Grain, hemp, grass, fruit, and vegetables. Okay, I see no reason why that wouldn't work on this map. Who knows? I might be about to be proven wrong. And let's get us a tractor. Now, we could always go with the medium tractor, but I tell you, I'm thinking I don't know what we're going to have to pull here. Let's go under other. Let's see what type of device we're going to need for rice. Where is it? Cultivation? Okay, here we go. Here's the rice planter. So it's a self-propelled. Okay, so this is not... So we're going to ride this thing. I see the steering wheel now. Okay, so we're going to ride this thing. Okay, so that means we don't need a tractor to pull that. I would assume, though, that we're going to need a plow to plow the field. I haven't seen any special types of plows. I've only seen the ones that we've been dealing with. Okay, so the rice planter is good to go. It is a self-propelled. I'm actually really excited to try to ride that thing. And let's see. What are we going to... It looks like that's the only thing that we're going to need as far as the planting and stuff. I can't imagine we're going to be doing any fertilizing since it's underwater. But who knows? That's what we're here to find out. All right, so combines. Let's see what we're going to be using there. So there's our 3 types of normal combines. That, I believe, is the potato combine. And I think this is, yes, rice harvesting. So this sucker is expensive. About 80 grand, plus we're going to need the header. Okay, so we're going to need a little bit of money there. All right, now I have changed my mind about what I want to buy. All right, and these are for, I believe, olives, grapes, and so on down below that. All right, so we're going to need, what, about 85, 86 grand here. We're going to need... All right, so we already bought our trailer. Let's go ahead and just get a very basic tractor. I think that's going to be where we want to go, I think. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. The fields aren't all that big. Let's see, 29,000. You can tell I am not really a fan of that, but at the same time, 55 grand is a lot to spend for us right now on a tractor. Yeah, let's go ahead and go with this one. For now. Okay, where'd they go? There they are. And, okay, so everything looks good there. One thing I did forget, and almost got out of here without it, is we need a water tank. Let's see, where are those? Other and trailers. Eventually I'm going to figure out where this stuff is and actually remember it. Let's see, the difference in price in the water tanks, we're going to do the larger water tank. It can be pulled by medium. Yes, it can. Apparently I have just totally forgotten everything I knew about all of this. So, since we've gone to a new map, my brain has reset. All right, let's go ahead and just get this guy out of the way. Stop, please. So there's not a whole lot of room to maneuver in here, but I guess they're figuring there's not a whole lot of space that you need. Watch out, person. I will run you over if I have to. Okay, thank you for moving out of the way. Where is our water tank? There we go. All right, again, you're just trying to get run over. Lady, please move out of my way. I mean, we don't need a hit and run immediately upon getting into, let's see, where are we going? Wow, look how quick that is to get from the market back over to our area. Yeah, that doesn't take long at all. These smaller maps do have some advantages. Yeah, I'm not a fan of those little islands there. That doesn't quite look right to me. So we're not going to focus on those. We're going to focus on the nice buildings and the other architecture on this map. We're going to go with that. All right, so you can see now we're at $83,000, which is a little bit below where we need to be in order to buy the rest of the equipment we're going to require. So we're good now on the orchard. That's the main thing. We're going to get some water in here, and then in a future video we'll actually be able to, can we unload? Yes, we can. In a future video we'll get some harvesting done on the orchard. We'll see what type of income we get from this orchard. And let's actually drive real close through here just to make sure. Okay, water level. Okay, we're good. We are good. The question becomes, where am I going to leave this? I think I'm going to leave it right over in here. Because of course I'll need to unhook this thing in order to hook up the other trailer to get our produce. But all in all, I think we're in good shape right now. So how does this all look on our notifications? Okay, there you go. You see the American map over there for Montana. Then we got the Japanese. It needs water. We just took care of that. But otherwise, you can tell there is a lot. 3 days on all this stuff. And yeah, we got a lot of work to do all on the same day right now. But again, these orchards will be dropping off. The greenhouses will drop off over time. All right, so we are all set. I think we've done everything we need to do here on this map. I want to walk over and take a look at this field right quick, though. Ooh, okay. Game did not like that. I tried to turn a little bit. All right, so you can see it looks like we're under a thin layer of water. They're not terribly deep. Okay, about what I would expect. I know zero about working with rice, other than it takes a lot of water. That's pretty much the only thing I know. So a fairly small field, that shouldn't be too terribly bad to plow with the basic plow. All right, so we'll do that. But I must admit, right now we have $83,000, and I'm thinking about spending it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm thinking about spending it right now because we have this orchard sitting over here, and I'm thinking that looks like a great investment because we already know, isn't this where, yes, that's the cherry market So, I mean, it's right there. Our water is right here. Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. I just made the decision. So let's actually hop in our water right quick, since we're so close to it. And there we go. Yeah, no reason not to. We might as well. It doesn't take us very long to work these things. Alright, we'll try to see where this is as we go along. So if I remember correctly, we're just going to go, it should be just right over there. And we should almost just be able to see it right now. Oh, in fact, I think I do see a little bit of it right now. Also see some of the greenhouses. And these greenhouses look a little bit smaller than what we saw on the Montana map. Alright, so let's keep going around. These roads are fairly small here, so I get concerned that I'm going to get lost. Okay, there's a place for fuel. These are greenhouses. Yeah, those look fairly small. A little bit smaller than what we're dealing with in Montana. This must be the cherry market right there. And that would make this our second orchard. Alright, here we go. So we pull up a little bit closer. Gonna press that B button. So we bought an orchard. And let's go over here to, where is that water? Where did I see the water? Oh, it's on the other side. Okay. Can I go through there? It would appear so I can. So we're going to try it. So, excuse me folks, we're just coming through. Don't worry about it. And try not to hit anything. Yeah, this is a very small map with very, very tight working areas. Definitely not designed for the large American size equipment, which of course is designed for large American size farms with huge fields and that type of thing. They don't really have that much land over in Japan to be doing that kind of stuff. Our medium tractor definitely does not like all of this. It's struggling a little bit. Okay, what just happened? What did we hit? I don't know. I have no idea, but we hit something. Is there something low dragging? I mean, we don't have an attachment on the front. So that is odd. Okay, let's go ahead and get the water up and running. That'll turn the sprinklers on. Yep, there they go. And so now, weather forecast. So let's see, day after tomorrow. Oh well, there we go. So we're going to go ahead and spray, and we're not going to worry about it for right now. Wait a minute, the water storage is only half. Yikes. So these take a lot of water. So we're going to go ahead and fill this up. And we'll see how it goes from there. Please don't hit anything else. Okay, we made it through this time. I don't know what happened last time, but for whatever reason, that just wasn't working out. I was not expecting that. We got the big water tank. And even with that, I mean, imagine if we'd gotten a smaller water tank, we'd be spending a lot of time going back and forth. We're going to try to go right through here this time, so that maybe I don't hit whatever that was I hit last time. Must have something to do with those wooden boards over there. I don't know. But you can see our water storage is already going down because of the sprinklers. but that is certainly no problem. And also, of course, we're going to have the rain here in a couple of days. There we go. That should be enough water for now. So I'm actually just going to move this out of the way. And let's pull up our map. Grab our other equipment. And where in the world are we headed over here? Let's not do that. Can we fit through there? Now, the last time I asked that question, it ended badly. Can I do that? Because that's right where I need to be. Looks like I can. Alright, yeah, we made it. Alright, the sprinklers hopefully will have no effect on my spray. And let's see. Nope, looks like we're good. So this is definitely bigger than our first orchard that we purchased. So I'm hoping we make some good money. Hoping that we do, but again, I have absolutely no idea, and I am more than willing to find out when it comes time to actually harvest, as opposed to looking it up or going on the forum or anything like that. Because right now, realistically, even if I did look it up, I really don't have any idea what the volume of the harvest is going to be. So I don't, the price that they give me here in the game really wouldn't help me out very much. Feels very weird to be spraying while the sprinkler system is up and running. But it doesn't seem to matter to the game, so we're going to keep doing it. So the purpose of these ancillary maps in the game, whether it's Colombia or Japan or wherever it is that you're dealing with, they're really supposed to be supplemental to give you a chance to work on a variety of different crops. I think that's what they were going for. And because of that, I'm not sure how many more crops they're going to add to the Montana map and give us the ability to work with. I'm not sure, because I'm thinking that this is what they're using for variety. And let's face it, there is a lot of variety if you think about each of these individual maps. So it'll be interesting to see how this game develops, not only for the remainder of this particular game cycle, but where they go in future games, because as I mentioned before, I'm sure that this is not a one-off game for them. Am I going to have enough spray to make it to the end of this map? I don't know that I am. But I am not going to turn off the sprayer whenever I make these corners, because as soon as I turn it off, I can speed up, and then I miss my turn. So, oh yeah, we've only got one more row to go down. I was thinking we had more than that. So yeah, with one more row, we're going to be fine, I think. And we're going to have enough to take care of this. Yeah, we're going to be just fine on that. But it looks like the cherry market is right there, and we'll actually have to go inside to dump off those cherries, as opposed to what we've been used to, which is just sort of driving up to the circle and hitting the button. Alright, yep, just barely able to make that corner. It's a good thing we've got this small tractor. Now this tractor seems perfectly designed for these orchards, these very small working with type orchards in Japan. Alright, so we are almost done here. You can see our water storage is basically completely gone at this point, but that's perfectly fine, because that water level is going to last a long time, and then we're going to get some more rain anyway in a few days, so yeah, that should be perfectly okay. Alright, finishing up 98%, 99%, and 100%. Alright, I'm actually going to come over here, and I'm going to buy this shed. Because one thing I have decided about this game is I need to own lots of sheds because it enables me to move things around the map a lot more efficiently when I don't necessarily want to drive everything everywhere. All right, so I would call this a very successful first trip to Japan. So we pick up a couple of orchards, and then as the process moves along, we go through, particularly in a few days, as we saw in our notifications, we're going to have another revenue cycle where we're going to get all the wheat from our fields as well as the rye. We're going to have orchards again, both here and in Montana. So we're going to have a lot going on. We're going to get a lot of money in over the next few videos, and we'll use that here in Japan mostly to try to, we're going to purchase this field. We're going to have to get the specialty equipment we need to work with the rice. So yeah, we're going to be spending a lot of money over the next few videos here in Japan. So we're definitely going to boost the local economy and do our part. But that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you very much for joining me, and stay tuned for more as we continue our gameplay series of Pure Farming 2018.